700 Pokemon and still counting. You're gonna need to play the games that were the very best. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Pokemon games. For this list, we're ranking the games linked by generation based on what added the most to the series. Whether it's new features, more complex plots, or innovative mechanics that helped enrich your Pokemon training experience. To ensure every game gets a fair assessment, we decided to combine remake games with their originals, as well as include third versions like Pokemon Yellow with their first two releases. Number 10, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. Way before X and Y, Pokemon fans craved for a chance to go on an adventure in full 3D. We got our first taste of such an adventure with Pokemon Colosseum. However, the formula was greatly refined with XD, which gave us just what we wanted, along with an interesting story involving a shadow version of Lugia and a new spin on catching Pokemon. Stealing has never felt so good. Number 9, Pokemon Conquest. Someone, somewhere, must have questioned how Pokemon were used during times of war in feudal Japan. Then Nintendo answered, and it was pretty awesome. Pokemon Conquest is a crossover with Pokemon and the mostly Japanese exclusive Nobunaga's Ambition series. Pokemon battles are reimagined as tactical turn-based role-playing bouts, and the game stars Japanese warlords trying to take control of different castles. But instead of sending armies, they're throwing Pokeballs. Number 8, Pokemon Snap. This innovative spin-off takes a more peaceful approach to Pokemon catching. As Todd Snap, you have to catch them all on film, and photography's never been more exciting. The game plays like a rail shooter as you ride through a number of Pokemon habitats. Most of the fun comes from seeing how Pokemon interact with each other when they're, not being forced into bloodthirsty duels against each other. Now all we need is a Wii U or 3DS sequel. When you think about it, either of those systems are made for this game. Number 7, Black 2 and White 2. For the first time within the same generation, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 offered us our first full-fledged sequels. If you couldn't get enough of Unova in Black and White, you're in luck. But while you were gone, much has changed in the 2 years since its prequel. New towns, characters, gym leaders, and villains have sprung up. While they rank lower than their predecessors, Black 2 and White 2 played just as if they were part of the main series. Number 6, X and Y. A recent entry into the main series, Pokemon X and Y took several huge strides, notably into 3D. The game is gorgeous, and the fully animated Pokemon have never looked better. Even your more unsightly ones are suddenly adorable when you're feeding them Pokepuffs in Pokemon Ami. The game features a host of online features, player customization, a brand new fairy type, and a new way to evolve your Pokemon even further. Number 5, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. In the series' first set of DS games, trainers got to travel through the land of Sinnoh, learn the secrets of time and space, and in one rare instance in Platinum, travel into a whole new dimension. Pokemon trading was never so fun and easy with all the new touch features of the Nintendo DS at your disposal. And, for the first time ever, trading, battling, and hanging out with other trainers across the world was possible by connecting to the internet. Bye-bye Game Boy Link cables. Number 4, Black and White. Pokemon's 5th generation took players to Unova on a new set of adventures. Black and White stands out with its deeper plot, colorful cast of characters, and villains best described as a parody of PETA, or maybe just PETA. Game Freak cleverly restricted all of the older Pokemon to post-game content, giving the player the feeling of really embarking on a brand new adventure. The biggest new feature was the now defunct Dream World, allowing trainers to transcend reality and explore the dreams of their beloved partners. Number 3. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. This entry in the Pokemon series has stuck around in the hearts of gamers everywhere for its bold additions to the series. Double battles, Pokemon abilities, secret bases, and Pokemon contests await players in the tropical paradise that is Hoenn. The storyline ditched the idiotic yet lovable Team Rocket in favor of two villainous factions, Team Aqua and Team Magma. And suddenly, in addition to becoming a Pokemon master, you were also tasked with saving the world. Recently receiving a remake in the form of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, players can now visit the region in full 3D. Number 2. Red, Blue, and Yellow. Yeah, we know. The one you were all waiting for. The first ever Pokemon game, or games, that set the world aflame is still talked about today. It made gaming history with the novel concept of building a team out of 151 iconic creatures and battling them. Gamers will forever remember making that one life-changing choice in Oak's lab. You know the one we're talking about. It was later remade into Fire Red and Leaf Green for the Game Boy Advance, allowing Gen 1ers to take their dream Pokemon onto the shiny new system. Before we choose our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
The battle has become one-sided. There it goes!
Number 1. Gold, Silver, and Crystal. First Gen was great, but it was Gen 2 that took Pokemon from a novel concept to a true gem of gaming innovation. New Pokemon to catch and train, using Ditto as a sex worker, a world that operated on real time with weekly events, new types to play with, and with Crystal, the chance to play as a female trainer. But the biggest reason it takes number 1, it's still the only game, or games, to date that include 2 regions, and thus twice the amount of gyms compared to any other game. Later remade into Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which include the Pokewalker, they perfectly cemented the Johto adventures as the pinnacle Pokemon experience. Do you agree with our list? Did we cover all your favorite Pokemon adventures? For more terrific top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.